Okay, so online sharing. Oh, okay.
Sorry.
All right, back to Master Gina.
But say hi to Archana.
Hi Archana, thank you for joining us. Sorry we got a little bit disconnected there for a minute. So if anyone has any online sharing, you can go ahead and type in the chat box. So how does everybody here in the room feel? What was your experience?
I felt very positive and encouraged. And Helen always makes me laugh. She and I we just look at each other, we laugh for some reason. And her sharing was definitely a very bright spot, one that very, very bright, and something that is very practical too. And I think we can all appreciate, her contribution. Mm-hmm. And I often leave the conversation with the feeling of why not? Why not? In a positive way.
We'll have to let Helen know that we based a whole practice on her.
We will.
I think so. It's incredible.
We will have to let her know.
Yeah, her wisdom.
Send her so much.
It's an incredible observation on her part.
Yeah.
It's really Master Sha's teachings, but she took it and applied it at a whole new level.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The room just feels so much lighter and brighter.
Yeah.
Very creative.
I felt like I was floating.
Yeah, it's so joyful.
So what I do.
Extremely happy. Joy.
I was in that space of like no time, no space.
I kept seeing the flowers I took from North Shore. And yeah. So for those who we had a weekend workshop a little up north on the island, like about an hour away. I would say, yeah, depending on the traffic. So beginning of the workshop, well, actually, when we're driving up there to start the workshop, we had the plan of picking up flower on the way and to set up the altar, and then we were a little late because of the car charging situation, and then we just completely forgot about flower. But by the time we get there, we put up the calligraphy, the altar table is ready, everything looks so great except there's no flower and something is... Like, I could just easily leave it as it is, but something just doesn't look right in that little small altar, very simple one. Like, oh my god, what am I gonna do? Where do we get flour? And then suddenly say, maybe I can go check out the store across the street. They have like a natural food store. But that was the time people actually started coming in. So I got very nervous. I had two split thoughts. Flour is important, but if he leaves the room, I'll just go into panic. It doesn't matter what he's doing somehow, because he's there, he's my pillar, then I can just like stay on my feet.
Yeah.
But then something just came up to me. I look out of the window, there are beautiful flowers on the tree. So I walk out of the door and I just look. The flowers may work there, but am I allowed to pick them? And then so I check my divine pendulum. I'm just going to say, divine, if you say yes, then it doesn't matter what other people say, I'm just going to follow. So I checked my pendulum, and it was a big yes. It was really big yes. I just went there, and thanks to Master Patrick, so thoughtful. In the traveling box, there were scissors.
Wow.
So I took the scissors, snipped just like little tea leaves, and on that tree there were just two beautiful red flowers, two small branches, like coming down, precisely the level I could just grab it. The rest of them was way too high. So I just quickly took them down and come back, put it in the little glass we had. I didn't even do anything. It was just perfect. I just put the bunch in there. It was perfect.
I thought she'd gotten them from like a really fancy flower shop, custom made or something. They're so beautiful.
It was so beautiful. So when we were chanting, I just kept seeing the flowers and the tea leaves. We end up taking them home, and then they stay on our altar at home for like a day. Then the flower wilted. The tea leaves were very strong, so the tea leaf stayed. We went to the store, Safeway, to get a bunch of carnation. We just never thought carnation tea leaves would it work. But, it's okay, I'll just put it there. But again, it goes in so beautifully. And the soul of these two flowers, which is so grateful, the whole tree actually, as we were chanting, they were so grateful to serve on Master Sha's altar. They were so grateful to be part of the event, and so grateful to be a presence of a divine channel, and all of our heavens team there. A lot of healers were there. And the flowers was just like, and you know what? We now are friends with the carnation.
Oh.
We're friends, we're flowers. It's like what we were talking about. The money goes out, they make friends.
Oh.
So like now you have abundant support from the flowers. Yeah, so don't forget to say hi to us whenever you see flowers out in nature, in the store. It's like we're friends because you brought us back here. It was amazing. Thank you so much. Yeah.
That's so funny. Even today, when I was coming here, I just where I was parking, I had parked my car at the cafe, and when I was leaving, there were these hibiscus flowers growing in between the cafe and the next building, and I just had to go over there and take a picture of them because they were so beautiful. And then there was a plumeria tree there. And then I remember one time Katie came into the center, she had a bunch of plumerias, and I thought, oh my gosh, how did you get all these? And she just said something like, I asked them if they wanted to serve. And so I just looked at this little bunch that was like right here, and I said, would you like to? And then before I even got done saying it, it was like, yes. I was like, oh my gosh, thank you. And I just took it.
Well, that's the bunch out there.
Oh my god, that was so
perfect.
We were just admiring that when we came in.
That's a beautiful bunch.
Yeah.
So it's really like this. Today we were eating or something, and then I just suddenly had that thought of, oh my god, that all these soul power, when we practice acknowledging all the souls around us, our view of the world naturally expands. We don't even have to try hard. It's just our heart naturally open. That we're just not only human-centered anymore. Because then we started acknowledging all souls that is in our life. It's just, and that's really where the abundance comes from.
Yeah.
Everything that exists.
Acknowledgement and gratitude.
So did we get people back because we got interrupted? And
I think they came back.
Good.
Share and share. I really love this practice. Thank you so much. I feel so positive and uplifted and encouraged. Da'ai daganen.
Thank you, Helen. Thank you, Master Sha.
Let's share.
When I was younger, I would talk to my car,
Let's
talk to the soul, treat it like that. And now I know where that came from.
Mm-hmm.
Come.
I'll share my experience.
Please.
So it's interesting because recently I've been very aware of giving a lot of gratitude to the money when I'm spending it.
Nice.
But the piece that I hadn't put into play was, asking it to go serve, like connecting to it in a service, like Bali Ren show you all one service. When we did that practice with each person, it was so strong, it was so powerful. And I actually feel such a deeper heart-to-heart, soul-to-soul connection to my finances as a whole. And my finance committee is like, yay, finally! We're so happy!
Finally, we're getting it.
Yeah, because, if you really think about it, it just goes on and on and on and on and on. One.
Yes.
And right now, this is like, I know I'm here tonight. I got guidance to come here, and I was like, okay, Usually I go to the center on Tuesdays and help there. I was going to come here tonight, so I was like, okay. But now I understand much deeper, and I'm at a place right now where a lot of things with my finances are shifting. But it's really, the mindsets and everything are still transforming. So the tendency to shift back into the old lack is there. It's really, it's strong because it really wants to be transformed, but it's really powerful. So I am so grateful for everyone's offering in this practice. 'Cause, yeah, I really feel at ease now. I feel the expansion and the unity rather than the
Expansion is a word.
It's green, the grass is growing, it's so beautiful, the flowers are growing everywhere. I was thinking of the other day when we put the ginger and the sunflower together. Yeah, so I was thinking they were so happy to be together too. Yeah.
I like the word that came up, which we use a lot, but in this particular exact instance, it's very appropriate, and the word is abundance.
Yeah.
Thank you, because, in the last 2-3 weeks, everybody I've checked with has gone through just mega testing and mega purification going on. And I don't know, maybe it was having to do with the solstice and solar flares or
solar
whatever.
matter is coming out too.
Yeah. Anyway, it's just this huge thing, and it always happens to me. I was talking about this, how when I'm intended to do something and I get all worked up or whatever, and suddenly when I'm supposed to do something, I think Master Shah or the Divine just clears my docket, and I have no idea. It just, and then I know, well, that's what I'm supposed to do. So yesterday, I'm going on, and this is getting canceled, this is getting rebooked, this is getting canceled. I said, it's happening again. I have no idea why. And I'm looking at Tuesday, and my agenda for today is completely blank.
Wow.
Completely blank. Okay. I slept well. I did Dabe Jo last night with Chen Ban, and I didn't catch you in the morning. I didn't catch you this morning. I didn't catch Anasha, but I was able to catch your Dabe Jo this morning. I think I did better this morning. I hang up the phone. My boss calls me for a massage appointment.
Oh.
And I said, of course I'll be texting. I'll be there. Yeah. And then another private call came in for the afternoon, and I called my cousin who's leaving tomorrow, and she was there for lunch to fit in between these two. And then I was going to go over to see Karen and see if she wanted to. She goes, no, she cancels out. And, okay, I'm supposed to go down to my regular Tuesday, appointment was not there. The tentative with Karen was not there. I said, that's it. I was supposed to go down to Waikiki to this practice tonight. That's what it is.
Great.
There's a reason why. So just everything went like dun 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 dun. It's like it was a funny thing.
Yeah.
And I'm like, it's happened again. Don't be surprised. It's not, I'm not, like that. So the word abundance was the lesson for today, and I'm just waiting to see what's going to happen, because Dabe Jo for me is pretty much, it's in and out and in and out, and I'm like, at this point, no, I can't go. But then I said, you know what? Don't be that way. Wait for the abundance. Wait and see what happens. You never know, So I'm like, this is the lesson that I'm getting from tonight, that the sense of abundance and blessing of abundance is out there, and feel positive about that, and carry on. That's all. So that's the lesson for today. It's the lesson of abundance.
So you wanted to go to the retreat, and now you cannot.
Well, when there was nothing else on the docket for the year, there was no question in my mind that I would go to the Dabejo. And then along the way, the calligraphy retreat for April came about, and I went instead to that. It just came able to go to that. And when I went there, I received such an incredible healing experience in Toronto this last time. And therefore, Davejo sort of kind of faded a little bit in the back of it. We'll see kind of a thing. And I got actually this morning too, the other day, I've been getting a lot of guidance from Kuan Yin. We call her the Gunyam. And I got guidance from her. And the guidance has been coming in. If you go, it's wonderful. But if you don't go, it's also wonderful. Don't worry, you're already there. It's not really a case of seeking something, because you're already there. You already do this, And had a very, very beautiful session, participation with Chemi last night with Dabejo and chanting Namu Amitafor. Oh, it was just so comforting. And I slept for the first time in weeks. I slept peacefully, and I slept all the way through until I woke up for your Dabejo teaching this morning. And I got, again, guidance from Kuan Yin that it was okay, you're on the right path, you're doing the right thing. And I felt this wonderful, I felt this from Master Pam a long time ago, but I felt this life-saving almost blanket that enveloped me this morning. And suddenly, here I was looking at this blank day with nothing. This blanket came over me, and everything was going to be okay. Wonderful. Everything was going to be all right. I'd forgotten about that experience early this morning from Kuan Yin. And she always laughs. I hear this tinkling laughter when she sees it. It's the same like Master Sha. Every time he sees me, he laughs. It's a funny thing. But I was comforted.
So we're going to use our Soul, Mind, Body, Science System book. And if you don't have the Soul, Mind, Body System book, you can order it at drshaw.com. And turn to this page, 218. And it's so funny because I was just checking, which book should we use? And so I got that we were supposed to use this book. And then I said, okay, in general, I just I'll open the book. And so I opened the book and it was on the 7 Das. I said, okay, are we supposed to use one of the Das? Yes. I said, okay, do we use Da I? No. I said, just skip ahead. I go, okay. Humility? Yes. Okay. So I turn to the greatest humility, which is Da Qian Bei. And then for some reason I read this sentence. Chapter 9 of Lao Tzu's Tao Te Ching includes this sentence, and I'll just read it in English. This means wealth plus pride will bring disaster to you.
Wow.
And I have to give Katie so much credit. Thank you, Katie. Because Katie really taught me to trust. Because Katie hears very well. And for about a year, she was working with me. And I would say, Katie, can you help that patient? She goes, with what? And I go, I don't know, just check. And then she would just hold the book, and then she would hear, what page to turn to. And then she would just read the page. And then she'd say, I don't know why, but I read to them the kidney exercise. I go, yeah, that's what that person has. And she would be like, wow. And I'd be like, wow. And so now I always just trust. I just listen and I just trust. And so thank you so much, Katie, for like teaching me. And I just, it's just, so ingrained in her. And then it just took me a while to really like catch on. But I have been like having like the most incredible experiences since I've been trusting more. So the fifth Da Qian Bei, the fifth Da means humility, greatest humility. And as all of us are aware of, I believe, the greatest humility download is being offered. And the prerequisite is to receive a crown chakra blessing. I haven't seen the email about it yet, but we're going to...
It came out today.
It did? Oh, okay, great. So watch your email, and then I guess it'll be on drshaw.com. It'll be on drshaw.com. And so go ahead and sign up for the crown chakra blessing if you're able to. So again, remember to check your finances, because you have to make sure that you have your bases covered. There's you want to make sure that you're not going into, an unstable situation with your finances. Like one of our students recently, she received a treasure, and then she had trouble with her car, and then so now she's not able to get her car fixed. And then she had trouble, getting enough groceries and stuff, so she canceled her internet to her house. And so it's like, she was in a dire situation. Like she didn't have the money to spend. I mean, it was, kind of a little bit more expensive of a download. And I mean, really, if you don't have a little bit of money put away so that you can fix your car, if your car has an emergency, I mean, we all need to have like a little bit of an emergency fund, whatever it is. Hopefully, you have a little bit of cash saved away for emergencies. So get the treasure, like Master Sha always says, if you can get it, get it. If you cannot get it, no attachment. But if you can, please, work with your finances. Like what I've been doing lately is I, make sure that all my bills are paid, and then I have like a fund that's for my Master Sha. So I put, $25 a week or $50 a week or whatever. I try to plan it out ahead of time so that I know, okay, when this money comes in from this bill, then I'm going to put $50 towards that. So even like when the opportunity came up to sign up for the Soul Over Matter workshop, I had the money there, and I knew. So I just asked my pendulum, like, can I go to this workshop? And it said yes right away. So I just registered for it right away. Even though I just barely had the money to cover the registration fee, at least I had that there in that specific account for downloads or for Master Sha stuff, So I felt, more confident, and I can't get my plane ticket yet, but that's okay because it's in August. So, and that's where the trust comes in. Like, I trust that I'll get the money to go. And, whatever happens, if I'm not able to go, I'm sure they'll, refund it, or I can offer it to somebody else as a gift, or whatever the case may be. But, make sure...
Or you said you were able to go.
Yes.
You said yes.
But things could come up, things could change. But anyway, so the humility download is being offered. The prerequisite is to receive a crown chakra blessing. And then once you receive the crown chakra blessing, you can apply for the humility download. If you don't receive an approval on the first reply, Master Sha is allowing us to sign up for a second crown chakra blessing to see if that will help to purify us enough to receive the humility blessing. And it really, really, really touched my heart immediately when I heard about it, because about a year ago I received a humility blessing from Master Rulin, because Master Sha made her a calligraphy for humility, and I requested a blessing from her. And it was so powerful and so heart-touching, and I just felt like these waves of purifying love. And so I'm so excited for this download. So Master Shah says, humility is vital for one's spiritual journey. Humility is the key to reaching Tao. Tao is humility. Tao creates everyone and everything. Tao nourishes everyone and everything. Tao does not take any credit for anyone or anything. Tao lets you make your own decisions. If you ask Tao, Tao always blesses you unconditionally. Therefore, Tao is humility. Many people on the spiritual journey and in physical life have gotten lost because of ego. When one experiences success, one could become very proud of one's power and importance. Ego could cause one to make huge mistakes. So even like I checked myself, dear Divine, on a scale of 1 to 10, can you tell me where my ego is? When it was a 13. So I'm like, okay. That's 13.
Okay.
There are so many powerful people on Mother Earth. Many people may honor them. Some of them may think that they are special. The moment a person thinks he or she is special, spiritual growth stops. That one could also receive lessons in physical health, relationships, businesses, and more. Humility is extremely important in all aspects of life. Humility advances every aspect of life. How can we practice to develop Da Qian Bei? It's very simple. Say hello. Okay, so let's go ahead and we'll do the practice. So let's say hello to the soul of our finances and all of the people that help us in our lives. And just think, like everybody was saying, for all the things that they've spent money on recently, thank you to the valet staff, thank you to the hotel staff, thank you to the soul, mind, and body of the hotel, thank you, soul, mind, and body of life-centered acupuncture care, thank you for our ability to continue to pay the rent and to pay for the internet connection and to pay to get the washer fixed. And thank you for, allowing us all to have our transportation, to be able to get here, to charge the car or to take the bus or to buy the gas, to make the car payment, to pay for the insurance. Thank you for our ability to pay our taxes so that we have roads that are safe, that we can drive on. Thank you for our neighborhood and all of the people, the police and all the people that protect us in our neighborhood. And thank you for our homes and our food and all the people that bring us all the things that we need. We love you all, honor you all, and appreciate you all. And all of our clothing and all the people who make the fabric and the people who make the thread and the people who make the clothing, the people who cut the clothing, the people who sweep the floor, the people who design the clothing, the people who pay the rent for the place where our clothing is made. We love you all, honor you all, and appreciate you all. And help us to have all together the greatest humility. Let us all join hearts and souls together. All of our money and all of the people that interact with all of the money that we offer, that we receive, that we spend. Thank you to all the people that we receive money from our jobs, from our businesses, from our clients. Thank you everyone and everything that enables us to earn money, and thank you everyone and everything that provides services for us. Dear soul, mind, and body of all of our money, we love you, honor you, appreciate you. And all the money that we have spent, please be of the greatest service to all the individuals that will benefit from the money that we have spent. Dear soul, mind, and body of Da Qian Bei, all the Da Qian Bei saints, animals, divine temples, heaven's treasures, and any Da Qian Bei calligraphies that Master Sha has created around the world, and all the saints with it. We love you all, honor you all, and appreciate you all. Dear all of our healing angels, archangels, saints, lamas, gurus, kumanas, buddhas, bodhisattvas, shamans, shifus, ascended masters, all of our teachers, Master Sha, Master Guo, Professor Lee, we love you all, honor you all, and appreciate you all. Dear all of our spiritual mothers and fathers, grandmothers and grandfathers from all lifetimes, times, dimensions, and realms, we love you all, honor you all, and appreciate you all. Please help us to have pure hearts and to embody the greatest humility. Please clear any soul, mind, body blockages in our ego and our finances. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Help us to develop our financial strength, to show Master Sha that we are financially responsible, to show him that we are offering services to help to save people's lives. And we are responsible with the money that we receive and donating to the Love Peace Harmony movement and folding our lotus flowers and everything that we've been honored, gifted all these gifts that we've received to be able to give back. Thank you, thank you, thank you, and love you, love you, love you. And then we'll say hello. Dear the Tao Mantra, Da Qian Bei.
Dear the Tao Mantra, Da Qian Bei.
I love you, honor you, and appreciate you.
I love you, honor you, and appreciate you.
Please transform my ego.
Please transform my ego.
Please help me to always remain humble.
Please help me to always remain humble.
Please bless my life.
Please bless my life.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And then we'll chant Da Qian Bei. Breathing all the way down into your first solar plexus and imagining the golden ball of light in your lower abdomen. Da Qian
Bei, Da Qian Bei, Da Qian Bei, Da Qian Bei, Da Qian Bei, Da Qian Bei, Da Qian Bei, Da Qian Bei, Da Qian Bei, Da Qian Bei, Da Qian Bei, Da Qian Bei, Da Qian Bei, Da Qian Bei, Da Qian Bei, Da Qian Bei, Da Qian Bei, Da Qian Bei, Da Qian Bei, Da Qian Bei. Great is humility, greatest 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 humility.
So, I just received a message that this is our practice for the week. So every time you go out to spend money to do the gratitude practice that Helen recommended, and then just silently chant Da Qian Bei for a couple minutes.
Wow.
So thank you so much, soul, mind, and body of all the Dachanbe calligraphies and the Dachanbe mantra. We love you all, honor you all, and appreciate you all. Thank you all the saints, animals, divine temples, heaven's treasures, and financial blessings. We cannot honor you enough. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So
Thank you.
thank you, everyone.
Thank
and
you.
I just want to make sure to check in with everyone online if you have any comments or questions in the last couple minutes. How are you feeling, Sunny?
Good. Well, when we were chanting, I could actually feel some of the older, some of the, the fear, the worry, all those thoughts coming up. But this time, I was able to just sit back and watch them, and then the message came to me that it is, in a way, it is our ego that causes us to hold on to these thoughts.
Mm-hmm.
And if we can become the greatest humility, we can just let them pass. Because it is not we who are achieving anything, whether it's financial success or financial challenges. We are not achieving if we are aligned with the greatest humility. We are just part of this great big cycle of creation that is going on.
Mm-hmm.
So if we can just step back into our little role and let the things play out, we won't hold on to these thoughts and really cause less blockages. So the humility is important to our financial flow because our ego comes into
Block us.
block us with all the fear and everything.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I have actually amazing physical experience. So I started feeling pain between my spleen and kidney.
Mm.
I was like, in that area, I was like, what is that? What is pain? Because pain is in the middle of these two. Yeah. And I would just ask, what was that pain? Oh, so now your spleen and your kidney are talking. They were not talking.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I was like, okay, so there's some kind of blockage around ego between these two organs. And then I checked my pendulum and no, not the organs. What the elements, that's even bigger. It's the water element and earth element.
Mm.
Because of course ego, it's a message I send to my elements.
Mm.
So somehow it's between earth and water. I don't know why,
Wow.
but it's there. So now they're talking. That's
Oh
why
my
I'm
goodness.
feeling it. I was like, whoa,
Wow.
that's amazing.
Yes. Right? I mean, we never know what they're going to bless us with.
Yeah.
So
I'm
thank you,
just
Divine.
feeling
Thank you,
this
God.
warm now. The pain went away. It's warm.
Wow.
It's
Great.
soothing right now. It's just wow.
Yeah. Yeah, I was telling Yanin, because I was following Katie's advice, unbeknownst to Katie. I was telling Yanin the other day, I was leaving our workshop, thank you Divine, thank you Don, thank you Master Sean, and I was going to go to the center, and then I just get this little nudge, well, don't you think you should check? And I was like, no, I'm going to the center. Like, why don't you check? And what is it? Well, you could check. I'm like, but I'm going to this. Well, you might want to check. Okay. Dear Divine, am I meant to go to the center? Is this where I'll be of greatest service at this moment? No. I was like, oh, okay. Well, what, am I supposed to go home? No. Oh, okay. Well, should I go to the clinic? No. Okay, thank you, Divine. I will wait for your instructions. And then just somehow I felt like I should go to Kahumana. And so I said, do you want me to go to Kahumana? Yes. I was like, oh, okay. So I drive out there. I have no idea why. I call Felix. I'm like, do you want to go to Kahumana? It's his favorite place to go.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, oh, gosh, you put me in a really difficult position. Of course I want to go, but I already made plans with my friend. I go, no, just I'll meet you at home later. He goes, oh, okay. So I go by myself, and I'm just sitting there. I get my calligraphy book out. I'm just tracing, and then all of a sudden I hear this voice of somebody that I haven't seen for a long time. And I was like, Oh my gosh. So I go out onto the patio, and there's this friend of mine. His name's Xavier. And I was like, I thought I heard your voice. And so, to make a long story short, I had the flyer that we had just done this workshop. I handed him the flyer. And he said, oh my gosh, we need this in Waianae. You can do this at my dojo. I was like, you have a dojo? And he said, yeah, we just built one in my backyard.
Wow.
Yeah. They have like a really big piece of property in
Nice.
in Makaha, in the neighborhood.
Oh.
And yeah, they have like a tiny little house, and they have this huge property. It's probably half an acre. And so they built a dojo out of 2 containers,
Nice.
40-foot containers?
Okay.
Yeah, in their backyard.
That's
I'm like,
pretty
how
big.
did you get 2 40-foot containers in your backyard? They would have had to go over the house, I think.
Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah, right? Because there's no space in between those houses. And I was like, wow, I love Makaha. Like, where else in the world are you allowed to, like, throw containers in your 40-foot containers in your backyard? But, nobody can see them. But anyway, so and then, I had this other wonderful person that contacted Katie
Through Aloha.
through
It
Aloha
Trickled down, yeah.
from Kahumana, and she wants us to come and do a workshop. So
Wow.
now we have a space in Makaha.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And she works at the farm.
Yeah, she works at Kahumana.
So, what is that?
It's a farm. It's an
Oh,
organic
nice.
farm in Waianae.
It's
And they
very
have a
beautiful.
cafe.
Where Aloha works.
Where Aloha
She
was
used to
working.
work.
Used to work.
Yeah, she doesn't work now.
Yeah. And they also have a retreat center.
Yes.
So yeah, tack on to the same story on Friday night. Aloha was just sharing with me, oh, you're going to the North Shore. When do you think you guys can have a workshop in Waianae?
Oh.
I don't know if there's any place. It just doesn't seem like it. It's
Wow.
a completely different kind of neighborhood than
Yeah.
North Shore.
Yeah.
But I really wish something is happening there.
Wow.
So Sunday when I went to the center, I saw her again, and you just sharing. Master Gina shared with me about her experience through text on Saturday. It was just like, you know what happened on Saturday? This happened. It's going to happen. It's in Waianae.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Yeah.
amazing.
Yeah.
I lived
Yeah.
out in Makaha for,
Oh, you did?
my second husband, Hayashi, Bill Hayashi,
Oh, yeah.
was the superintendent for the golf courses in Puchinko.
Oh.
So I lived out there for many years
Oh, great.
Wow.
and
Wow.
moved in only when he was failing.
Uh-huh.
And so Makaha is an amazing place.
Yeah, I know. I love it.
We live right on the golf course, actually.
Yeah.
Nice.
Oh my goodness. I don't know where that story just came from anyway, but whatever. Anyway, we have our practice. I was wanting to check in with everyone. Does anyone have any questions?
No.
Colin?
Can I share one?
Yes.
During the practice?
Yes.
Yes, please.
This was so fabulous because I don't always see this. I'm so grateful. Thank you, Master Shah. I saw a gold and a green dragon
Mm.
Mm.
coming in, and then I saw heaven open up, and there was coins coming down,
Mm.
and then I saw these monkeys visiting us, blessing us, and then I saw these lemurs. I don't know the significance of this. I'll have to check.
Mm.
I
But
love lemurs.
they were, it was so beautiful. And then I saw lots of,
Oh, wow.
Wow.
he came and he had like a bag or something with coins in it, virtue. He was just
Thank you,
Wow.
Lord.
Thank you, Lord.
Thank you.
it was so beautiful. And that was a very powerful practice. And it connected my heart to really, really wanting to be the greatest humanity in every moment.
And what a gift. I can't believe this treasure is coming out. Like, it's going to make all of our lives so much easier.
Green and gold. That's what
Oh
we're
my
working
gosh.
with today.
Oh!
Thank you
Okay, thank you everyone. And let's just do a quick close. We'll do a quick thank you. And then 3 thank yous, 3 love yous, and 3 thank yous. Thank you, the divine. Thank you, the divine. Thank you, the source. Thank you, Master Sha. Thank you, everyone. Love you, love you, love you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Gong song, gong song, gong song. Thank you, everyone. We'll see you Thursday.
Bye.